Hello kids. Today we are going to learn a new lesson. Lesson number 8. Air and water. Air and water. In this lesson we shall study air and its compositions, uses and properties. Air and its compositions, air uses and air's properties. Next, clean air, water and impurities in water, water and impurities in water. Next point is methods of removing soluble and insoluble impurities. In this lesson, we are going to learn air and its compositions, uses and its property, and clean air, along with water, impurities in water, and the method how to removing soluble and insoluble impurities from water. Okay, understood? So, see here. Look at the picture. Look at the picture. What are the two girls doing? Look in this picture. What are the two girls doing here? When we whistle or blow a balloon, we blow out air through our mouth. Hold your hand in front of your face and breathe in deeply. Now gently blow out words towards your fingers. What do you feel? Does it feel a cool and tingling? What do you felt blowing past in the tip of your fingers is air. When we whistle or blow a balloon, we blow out air through our mouth. Hold your hand in front of your face and breathe in deeply. Now gently blow out towards your fingers. What do you feel? Does it feel cool and tingling? What do you felt? What do you felt? First, it tips your fingers is air. What do you feel that one? What we are feeling now? That is a air. When we blow a balloon, the air goes inside the balloon. That is a air. Understood, kids? Now see, the earth is surrounded by a layer of air that extended up to 100 of kilometers above its surface. This layer is known as the atmosphere. The atmosphere is commonly referred to as air. Here we are going to see what is air. What is air? The earth is surrounded by a layer of air that extend up to hundreds of kilometers above its surface. This layer is known as atmosphere. The atmosphere is commonly referred as to air. Air is surrounded by a layer of air. Earth is surrounded by a layer of air. Earth is surrounded by a layer of air that extend of hundreds of kilometers above the earth. This layer is known as atmosphere. So the atmosphere is commonly referred as air. Now see, composition of air. Composition of air. Air is a mixture of gases, water vapors and dust particles. Air is a mixture of gases, water vapors and dust particles. It is commonly composed of oxygen 21%, nitrogen 78%. Other gases such as carbon dioxide, argon, hydrogen, neon, helium and water vapors are present in the air in smaller quantities. Additionally, air also contains a small particle of dust, smoke and sometimes pollen from flowers. Dust and smokes contaminate air. Air is a mixture of gases, water, vapors and dust particles. It is mainly composed of oxygen. 21% oxygen is there in air and 78% nitrogen is there. And other gases such as carbon dioxide, argon, hydrogen, neon, helium are there, and water vapors are also present in the air, smaller quantities. Additionally, air contains small dust particles, smoke, sometimes pollen from the flowers. Dust and smoke contaminate air. Okay, now see uses of air. Air is vital for life to exist on the earth, as it provides oxygen for breathing. It also helps maintain the temperature level on the earth. Air is vital for life to exist a life on earth. It provides oxygen for breathing and it maintains the atmosphere level on the earth. Understood? Now see, do you know, kids? Some microorganisms present in the roots. Some microorganisms present in the root nodules. Look in this one. Some microorganisms present in the root nodules of certain plants absorb the nitrogen from the air directly and use it to form a certain nutrients necessary for their growth. Some microorganisms are present in the root nodules of certain plants, not for all plants. In certain plants, some microorganisms present in the root nodules, they absorb the nitrogen from the air directly. They absorb the nitrogen from the air directly and use it to form a certain nutrients necessary for the growth of that plants. Okay, now see, Earth's. How is Moon's temperature different from that of ours? How is Moon's temperature is different from that of Earth? We will see this question when we are going to solve the exercise. Okay, kids? Now see properties of air. Properties of air. Air is colorless, odorless, tasteless. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. Let us understand the different properties of air. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. When we say in summer days we are feeling very hot, in winter days we are feeling cold, because the air is that type. Air is colorless, odorless and tasteless. Air is colorless, odorless, tasteless. Understood, kids? And we cannot see the air. Only we can feel the air. Okay? Now see, air occupies space. Air occupies space. Look at the picture given below. What are these people doing? Look in this picture. What are these people doing? Air occupies spaces. They are filling air in the ball, bicycle tires, air pillows and balloons. This man filling air in ball. In this picture, filling air in bicycle tire. This boy filling air in pillow, and this one boy filling air where? In balloon. The size of such objects increase as we keep blowing in air. The balloon or air pillows or a rubber ball, etc. get inflated as air blown occupies the space inside. This shows that air occupies space. The size of such objects, example balloon, air pillow, ball, The size of such objects increases as we keep blowing in air. The size of such objects increases as we keep blowing air in. The balloon, air pillow, and the ball, rubber ball, etc. get inflated as the air blown inside the space inside. This shows that air occupies space. Air occupies space. Okay, now see, air has mass. Air has mass. We'll see. Take two balloons, one red and other yellow color. Take two balloons. One is red and the other one is yellow. Inflate them to an equal size. Inflate them in equal size. Now tie their strings to the two end of the ruler. Hang the ruler from the edge of a table or on a support rod with a string. Balance the ruler horizontally by moving the balloons as shown in the figure. First, take two balloons. One is red and other one is yellow. Inflate them to an equal size. Now tie their string to the two end of the ruler and hang the ruler from the edge of the table or on a support rod with a string. Balance the ruler horizontally. It is balanced horizontally by moving the balloons as shown in figure. Understood? Now see. Now make a tiny slit in the yellow color balloon so that the air inside escapes slowly throughout the slit. We observe that the end of the rod with the inflated or the red balloon tilts lower. This is because it has a greater mass due to the presence of air in it. This shows air has a mass. Now make a small slit. Slit means spin it. Yellow balloon so that the air inside escapes slowly through the slit. We observe that the end of the rod, the inflated or the red balloon tilts slowly lower. When we make a slit in yellow balloon, the air inside escapes slowly through the slit. That time we observe that the end of the rod with the inflated or the red balloon tilts lower. This is because red balloon has greater mass due to presence of air in it. This shows air has mass. Understood, kids? Okay, now turn the page. Air exerts pressure. We need a glass bottle. A piece of a stiff paper and some water for these experiments. Take a glass full of water. Place the piece of the stiff paper on the mouth of the glass and cover it with your palm while turning the glass upside down. Now remove your palm carefully even though the glass is held upside down. The paper does not fall. Naturally, the water in the glass also does not flow out. This happens because of air outside the glass exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure. It is the experiment of air exerts pressure. You will see. We need a glass bottle, a piece of stiff paper and a piece of stiff paper, some water for these experiments. Water, glass bottle and stiff paper. Take a glass full of water. First take a glass full of water. Place the piece of stiff paper on the mouth of the glass and cover it with your palm while turning the glass upside down. Remove your palm carefully even though the glass is held upside down. The paper does not fall. Naturally, the water in the glass also does not fall out. This happens because of air outside the glass. Because of the air outside the glass exerts pressure. Air outside of the glass exerts pressure. So the paper will not fall down. Okay? The paper doesn't fall down because the air outside the glass exert pressure. Now see, keeping the air clean. Keeping the air clean. Dust and smoke are air pollutants. Vehicles, factories, industries releases a harmful exerts fumes and gases into the atmosphere. This results in a number of skin ailments and the breathing disorders in a man and animals too. Polluted air also damages the plants. We can follow some simple steps to keep our air clean. Keeping air clean. Dust and smoke are air pollutant. Vehicles, factories, industries releases harmful exhaust fumes gases into atmosphere. This result in a number of skin ailments and breathing disorders in man and animals too. Polluted air is a damaged plants. We can follow some simple steps to keep air clean. That are walking for riding a bicycle over a short distances. Go by walk, otherwise take a cycle, ride a bicycle over a short distance. Don't go by a motorcycle, cars. Instead of that, you go by walk and riding a bicycle. Using a carpool to and from school and offices. Using a carpools to and from school and offices. Using alternate gas fuels like LPG and CNG. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. CNG means compressed natural gas. Using alternate gas fuels like LPG, CNG. Next, factories and industrial units must be built in a place away from the residential areas. Factories, industrial units must be built in a place away from residential areas. Plants more trees and maintain the existing ones. Plant more trees and maintain the existing ones. Grow more plants because they use a carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Understood, no kids? When oxygen is they release, we breathe in and the air will remain fresh. Understood, kids? Okay, in the next video we are going to see about water. Until you read the lesson, write down all new words. Okay, now today we learned upon air. In the next video we are going to learn on water. Okay, thank you for watching the video.